Hello everyone. Namaste. I'm Ikuo Kawauchi. I'm very glad to be able to speak here today. Unfortunately, I have already decided the schedule, so please forgive me for appearing in a pre-recorded video. First of all, let me briefly introduce myself. Currently, I'm active in 5 major fields. First is acting as a business consultant to facilitate businesses between India and Japan. The second is activity as a consultant for SDGs, Sustainable Development Goals. Third is working as an advisor and mentor for Japanese young startup entrepreneur. Fourth is activity to promote regional revitalization in Japan. Finally, academic activities related to these four things. These 5 fields of activity are not separate things in my mind. Everything is linked, interconnected, intertwined, and they form one circle. The relations between India and Japan have developed dramatically and have reached the present. Knowing and learning about past and history is important. However, it's meaningless to just learn history as history. What we really have to think about is the future. Now, looking ahead to the world, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, 100 years from now, we must think about what kind of India-Japan relationship should have. We are now in a VUCA era. It said we live in an age of volatility, uncertainty, complexity, ambiguity. SDGs are extremely important concepts. SDGs set 70 goals, 169 targets for the ideal state by 2030. But really important part of SDGs is that there are basic principle and concept. SDGs preach well-being, encompass human society and entire nature world. Of course, the keyword for the future world is sustainability. However, we are currently facing serious problems of global environment, infectious disease, conflict, war, energy and food supply we have never anticipated. Sustainable activities alone are no longer enough to realize a society where no one left behind. We have to reset the conventional way of thinking and proceed with a completely new way of thinking. We need to dramatically change the status quo. In this means, the keyword should be regeneration. From sustainability to regeneration, that's my most important concept right now. So, which nation is the most suitable for regeneration? The answer is clear. India. India is the most suitable nation for the future well-being on a global scale and regeneration for that purpose. That is exactly why I'm looking at India. All topics related to SDGs are issue of future. It's a problem for young people, for children who are yet to be born. India is a nation with over 25 million births per year, more than 50% of the population under the age of 25, and 1.2 billion total population. It will be number one in the world next year. Regeneration is not caused by traditional, old-fashioned companies. New industry, new companies, entrepreneurs will take over. India is a nation. 75,000 startups are currently in operation, the second largest startup nation after the United States. Innovative technological development and the commercialization will cause degeneration, but it can no longer be handled by the power of single nation. It can only be realized through cooperation and collaboration with other countries and international organizations. Bilateral cooperation is not enough. Trilateral, multilateral cooperation is essential. India is a nation, does not form a single alliance, but maintain all-round friendly diplomatic relations with United States, European nation, Southeast Asian nation, Japan, Australia, African nations, and Russia. SDGs' major theme is diversity and inclusion. Through acknowledging diversity and incorporating it into the organization and the community, innovative ideas are born, regeneration are born. India's nation has 574 officially recognized tribes, about 1,600 languages, 22 official languages, and realized unity in diversity. And why is the best partner for India to make it happen? I think it's Japan. Japan is not a very huge land nation. However, advanced science and technology development is progressing, and we excel in establishing manufacturing processes precisely highly quality controlled to commercialize them. On the other hand, Japan has the fastest aging society in the world. The number of aged people continues to increase year by year. In Japan, such aged people are guaranteed a comfortable life, well-being is improved, health and welfare system are enhanced, the system is established. Indeed, Japan is the most developed nation for solving aging and the other social problems, second only to some North European countries. If Japan's soft power and India's hard power combine, they can become the world's most powerful partner in solving future social problems. There are considerable differences between the two methods. The Japanese take their time planning and focus on the process. It can also be called lean type. Indians work very quickly to obtain results and often have a flexible mindset in method and mean. It can also be called agile type. However, I think Indians and Japanese essentially have the same philosophical backbone and often share the ultimate goal. So, I do not intend to blindly try to tie India and Japan together. Such attempts are by no means sustainable. What I aim for is India and Japan working together to create innovation, to promote well-being, planetary health, planetary security on a global scale. It's the best way for India and Japan to look ahead to the post-SDGs era based on the current SDGs principle. If you can relate to my feelings, please feel free to contact me. Thank you very much. Dhanyavad.